people.
You?
I just landed in your town.
Sure did. Welcome back. If you've been here before, if you're a recent addition, this is
Hashtag Just Sayin'.
And let the prostitution begin.
Woo! Lauren!
Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Why wouldn't you? It will let you know when we upload new content. Whenever it is we do that. Whenever we feel like it.
Right. Every week.
Yeah, every week. You can watch the first 40 here on the YouTubes. Listen where streaming things stream. Check out the pre-show banter and the trivia Tuesdays on TikTok at hashtag Just Sayin'. Spell it out. It's all one word.
That's right.
Okay.
Tara versus Sean this week.
It was me versus Sean this week. I won't give it away.
No.
I wasn't pleased. But I won't give it away.
How's everybody doing?
Okay. Moderately well.
Moderately well.
Moderately well.
Yes.
Okay.
I had 2 days off.
Woo! Day
Lucky
off.
ducky.
I had the day off today.
Did you run errands?
I did.
Ooh.
I bet you didn't run.
No, I'm Belgian. We don't run. I mean, we'll briskly walk, but we're not running anywhere.
I'm gonna trot.
Not even a trot.
Stroll.
A brisk walk.
Yeah.
I'll get there, but it won't be
George
expeditious.
Jefferson stroll.
I'll get there, but it won't be expeditiously.
Expeditious. These big words.
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I went with Jay. Well, I went with him because that's where my car was going.
Hi, Jay.
So he doesn't. I don't think he watches. It will.
I know the feeling.
It will actually bode better for me if he doesn't watch.
I tell so many people about the show and they don't watch.
Oh, well, I mean, the newest person we have watching that I'm aware of is my nephew. So, hello to him.
Hi, nephew.
If he's
Hi, Tara's nephew.
if he's even watching, I don't know. He said he was. I believe him. Don't lie to me.
Christmas coming up. Don't lie.
I know.
It'll be naughty list.
Oh, this is Mr. Claus will get all mad at you.
Yeah. No song about her.
No. So I had the day off. I went with Jay because his uncle's house sold.
Yay.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that deserves a woohoo. I no longer have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I no longer have to clean it. I no longer have to deal with it.
Nice.
I am quite happy about that. We went there, and I thought, and our lawyer met us there.
Oh.
And
Legally.
yeah, and he's a funny old man. So we were like 5 minutes late, and I said, "You better call and tell him we're going to be 5 minutes late. Otherwise, he's going to be like, where the hell are they?" So he called and told him. He called his secretary and told her so that she could call him. So we show up, and he goes. And he looks at his watch and he looks at us and he goes, "You weren't lying." And I said, "No, I wouldn't lie to you." And he goes, "You
Don't
really?"
lie to a lawyer.
He goes, "You really were 5 minutes late." And I said, "Did you think it would be?
59.
Did you think it would be more like 20 or like?" He goes, "No, but that was like to the minute. You were actually 5 minutes." And I was like, "I told you we were going to be 5 minutes late." It's not a surprise. So, yeah, and he was like, he was reading all the paperwork, and then he goes,
Sign
he looks at the other, the buyer's attorney, and he goes, "This is wrong."
Uh-oh.
And I said, "What did they do?" And he goes, "They're 4 cents off." And I started laughing, and I was like, "That's it, we're going to court." It's like, that's it. And then he looks at the guy, and he goes, "I expect you'll fix this on your end." I started laughing. I was like, "You give it to him. Give it to him."
You give it 2 cents. You give you 2 cents. We'll be all
It's
set.
like, you fight him over this 4 cents. It's what you're getting paid for. So what I did not anticipate is that they wanted a copy of, because his mother and uncle were both on the we'll call it the deed
Okay.
for the house, and his mother had passed away like 10 years ago. So they wanted a death certificate, and I was like, ugh. And I looked at Jay and I said, "Did you know they were gonna ask for a death certificate?" And he goes, "No."
I can prove it. We can go to the gravesite. and tell you.
I know. So I said,
There.
so I looked at the guy and I was like, "You really want like the death certificate?" And he goes, "Yeah, unfortunately, we need a copy of that." And then I look at Jay.
The obituary. The
I
same
know-
thing.
You could probably Google it, yeah. So I looked at Jay and I said, "And where the heck do we get that?" Because I don't know. And he goes, "Oh, we can just go to because
Town hall.
yeah, he goes, we can just go to the East Providence Town Hall and we can get a copy of the thing." And he goes, "But they're very, how they do business is very, crummy in Rhode Island." He goes, "So if I can get away with just walking in and not having to make an appointment to get it." And I was like, oh, I hadn't anticipated that. So then it was after 11. And I look at the guy and I'm like, "Well, we're going to try to get there before they go to lunch." And I said, "But if you go to lunch, where can we drop this off?" And he's like, "You can just leave it with my secretary. It's fine." So then we went to leave, and there's two doors like right across from each other. And I started to go to the right to go out that door, and Jay went to the left. And I said, "I think if you go out that way, you're going to the back of the building." And he goes, "We didn't come in this way?" And I said, "No, because the secretary was on our right. Don't you remember? She looked right at us." And then she spins in her chair and looks at us and goes, "You came in that way." She goes, "You can go out that way if you want, but you'll be walking all the way around the building." I said, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this.
Nope.
I got to get downtown.
Downtown.
So we got the thing, and it's all set now. So
Nice.
yeah, it was lovely to finish up. And while I'm on the topic,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, I have a whole. Here's the whole rigmarole about this. Yeah.
Oh.
So the realtor had started making jokes about the house being haunted, right? And yeah, and I'd mentioned it to Sean, and then Sean's like, "Oh, you should do a recording
Yeah.
while you're there." So I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
EVP.
Yeah, so I had a couple digital recorders, so I just brought them. And I threw one upstairs, and then I put one downstairs. Now, Jay was trying to get rid of as much stuff as he could because he didn't want everything thrown away.
Right.
So he, there was a guy who came to do the septic, and his name going forward is Paul.
Okay.
So Paul shows up. So he texts Paul because Paul had admired a clock that was on the wall. And Jay's like, Jay texted him and said, "If you want the clock, you can have it." Plus, he gave him a deal on the septic, so Jay thought he was kind of like doing him a favor,
This
So-
$5 clock is yours.
So Paul shows up like the same time we do,
Nice.
and it was my understanding that Paul was going to get his clock and Paul was going to skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
That is not what occurred.
Oh, what did occur?
That's what should have happened.
So Paul, we go inside, and I immediately set the recorders up. And then I hear Jay and Paul talking downstairs. And Jay says, "If you see anything else you want, you could probably just have it." So now Paul is shopping.
Christmas
And
shopping.
he's walking around and he's trying to find something else. And all he keeps talking about is his brother who bought some house and found something that was worth money.
Okay.
So now Paul thinks he's going to find something that's going to be worth something.
It's worth a fortune.
10K.
And I
10 pesos.
was sitting there going, "No, you're not going to find anything worth anything in this house."
10 cents.
Yeah. So my job, because what was originally told to me
Okay.
was that Jay wanted photographs.
Oh.
So of like family pictures.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Like pictures of the inside.
Because it's the only thing you can't replace, photographs.
Right.
True.
So my job was to go through and try to find as many photographs as I can.
Okay.
So I'm upstairs and I'm rifling through stuff. And now I had tidied downstairs. So downstairs looks kind of, organized.
All right.
Upstairs, unfortunately, looked like a hoarder's nightmare. So I'm literally stepping over stuff and tripping over stuff to try to find stuff. And
Move
Paul,
the stuff to get the stuff.
yeah, moving stuff to try to find stuff. And Paul, I see Paul because I'm in a room right across from him, and he's rifling through drawers and stuff. And I'm like, Paul needs to go home. So I walk into the room because I don't really trust this person. I've only met him once.
Right.
And he's going through a drawer. And he goes, there's like some empty jewelry boxes. So he goes, oh no. And I said, what? And he said, well, there's empty jewelry. But he goes, somebody got here and took all the jewelry. And I said, they didn't, Paul. And he goes, yeah, but there's an empty box. And I said,
It was empty when you got here.
I said, let me explain something to you. I said, Jay's family doesn't throw anything away. I said, they keep everything. I said, 60 years ago, somebody bought a piece of jewelry and they kept the box. I said, there's nobody came in here and took anything. I said, somebody just saved a box because they couldn't be bothered to throw it away. I said, because that's what these
Might
people
need it. You never know.
That's what these people do. Right?
And he's like, damn it.
So he's like, well, I don't know. And I said, trust me. Trust me. This is the second house of this man's family that I've had to clean. They don't throw anything away. This is what it is. I was like, you're not going to find anything valuable. You're just going to find junk. That's all it is.
It's a disease.
Yeah. So, and Jay and I have had, I'm not going to like relay, but Jay and I have had many intense conversations about this very topic this past week. Yes. And because I knew I wasn't going to get out of this clean. I was like, we're going to go in there, and he says, I only want one or two things, but once he gets in there, he's going to be bringing out armfuls of shit. And he did.
Sentimental value.
And I was like, you better figure out somewhere else to put that, because you're not putting it in my basement, because I already have your mother's house in my basement. I said, and you're not putting it upstairs, because I'm not tripping over it. So figure it out. So we've had, yeah. So it's been tense around the house lately.
Walking on eggshells?
No, not to that extent, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sean's like, oh yeah. So anyway, so I walk away, and I go downstairs because I got this vibe, and I'm sure that there are some people who will understand this right away. I just got a vibe like, do not be alone with this person. Like, I did not want to be alone with this guy. I was like, he has problem written all over him. I was like, we're gonna either
Problem with Paul.
Paul got problems. I'm either gonna have an argument with Paul, or like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna like get assaulted or anything, but he just gave me a vibe like, don't be alone with this guy. And Jay kept like popping in and then popping back out, and I'm like, where are you going? Don't run. So
Don't leave me alone with him.
I ended up, yeah, exactly. So I ended up going downstairs, and I was sitting downstairs, and I was on my phone. And Paul appears out of nowhere, right? And he goes,
Just saddles up.
with my digital recorder. And he goes, hey, I found this upstairs. And I was like, yeah, it's mine. And he goes, oh.
Can I have
He's
it?
like, well, it was upstairs. And I said, yeah, I know. I left it there. He's like, why'd you do that? And I said, he goes, well, no, that was what he said. He goes, it was recording. Did you know that? And I said, yeah.
That's what it does.
I said, yeah, I do.
You dickhead.
Yeah, I know.
Serves a purpose.
And then he goes, why was it recording? Like, and he was so
Stupid?
upset. No, he was upset that it was recording. He's like, well, why was this recording? What were you recording? And I'm like, now, when somebody catches you off guard and you just want to give them an answer to shut them up. So I just looked at him and said, well, my friend wants to see if the house is haunted, so I left the things upstairs. And he's like, oh. And he kind of gives me a really weird look. And I was like, I'll take it. So he hands it to me.
Uh-huh.
And the other recorder was sitting on top of a mantle.
Oh.
So he walks directly over to the recorder and he goes, here's another one. And I was like, leave it alone. I said, it's there for the same reason.
Did you listen to the ring?
No. And he goes, oh. And he's got it in his hand, like he's touching it. And I was like, oh, fucking put it down. So he puts it down, and then he walks back over to me, and he pulls out like a tape measure. And he goes, I found this upstairs. And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, can I have it? Now, it's not my stuff. So I'm not going to say, like, yeah, you can have that. I mean, that might hold some sort of significance to Jay.
Yeah.
So I said, well, you should, just double check with Jay that, if it's okay. And he goes, so now he's getting pissed at me. And he goes, he said I could have anything I wanted. And I said, it's not my stuff, dude. I'm not telling you can just take it. So he storms off and he goes, well, where is he? And I said, he's in the basement. And at this point,
Mind his own business.
At this point, I'm like wicked, wicked mad. And I'm like, if I don't get out of this house, I'm about to flip out. So I walk over to the corner. I pick up the recorder. I walk over to it, and I'm trying to remember how to shut it off and save the file. And then I literally talk into it, and I went, Sean, if you're listening, I was like, this guy's pissed me off so bad. And I was like, I have to stop recording because I'm just so angry. So I shut it off. And then I ended up I didn't want to be in the house anymore. This guy was creeping me out, and he was pissing me off because he kept touching my stuff. So I pack up everything, and I go outside. And I just sat in my car. It was warmer in my car anyway. It was freezing in the house. Yeah. So I texted Jay, I'm in my car to get warm.
You probably shut off the power, aren't you?
Well, he did that today. Okay. But he wasn't really running the heat very high because nobody's there.
Right.
So I texted him, I'm in my car to get warm.
Speaking of which.
I know. I have heat.
Good timing.
And he's like, okay. And I was like, try to hurry up. So
clock's ticking.
An hour later, Paul finally leaves.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Did he have his hands full?
He took a few things, not as much as I thought he was going to take, because he was, rifling around. And an hour after that, Jay was finally ready to go.
2 hours?
So I was sitting for 2 hours in my car.
Damn.
If he wasn't an asshole, I would have 2 hours.
Was it running?
Yeah, I was running. I was cold.
Oh, you were wasting gas.
That's all right. I was warm. So
Fuck the grandkids. I'm cold now.
So I used to. I complain occasionally because the only thing I don't like about my car is that it doesn't have a shit ton of cargo space.
Right.
This was the first time I was really happy I didn't have any cargo space. Because he had my backseat full and he had the trunk full.
Damn.
That little trunk.
Yeah, my itty bitty trunk. Yeah. We ended up taking it to the storage unit because I told him, I was like, I wasn't speaking, and he goes, You're upset with me. You're not saying anything. And I was like, I'm literally having a panic attack. All this shit in my car. And he goes, do you want to just take it to the storage space? Yes. Let's do that then. So, and then he went back last night to get
to the house.
Something else, yeah.
Okay.
To get a few other things, and that stuff went to the storage space as well. He goes, I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to bring it right to the storage space. The only thing I saw Paul with was a shovel.
You didn't take a tape measure?
He might have taken it. I don't know.
I would have told him.
It's a good quality tape measure.
If you be a good boy and you put those recorders back where you found them, recording, you can have the tape measure.
I know. It was too late. He had shut it off. And I'm sitting there going, I hope it saved the file because he just shut it off.
It should be there.
I hope so. So I was just...
I listened to that half an hour over the weekend. And then you getting pissed.
You're probably hearing Paul like, what's this recorder here for? Testing, 1, 2.
Well, my thing is that he was upstairs for...
Hey, you guys!
2 hours.
He was upstairs for at least 20 minutes, at least 15 minutes by himself.
Right.
So I don't know what he was so upset that the recorder was going about. I don't know.
He was doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's unrecorded.
That's what I'm thinking. Gonna go to listen to it and it's gonna be like, ooh.
Well, Jay didn't invite him in to sort through the shit.
No, I know.
He could have been gone already a long time ago.
I know.
I wouldn't invite him in.
He wasn't.
Get rid of that shit and get out of here.
He was just thinking like he was doing something nice and like, oh, maybe I can donate this stuff to this guy, and I don't know. I don't know the full thought process, but I was like, I want this guy out of here. Bye-bye. So
Get it out.
yeah. his grandfather was a fireman.
Oh, nice.
So there was some relics from the fire station. So Jay actually donated that stuff to the fire museum.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that was nice. What he's diddling with upstairs is he found a bunch of reel tapes, like the reel-to-reel tapes.
Okay.
And he goes, I'm gonna have
Audio or video?
He's gonna
Audio.
have a party, huh?
Well, he said, I'm going to have... He knows somebody who can transfer it to digital. So he goes, I'm going to have it transferred to digital and, like, see what's on it. I was like, I don't know. Do we really want to know what's on it? I don't want to know. I was like, I don't want to see some...
1940s porn.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to see 1938 Naughties.
Almost. All right, there we go.
No, they weren't British.
Oh, that's the spot.
They weren't British.
Well,
Yeah. So that was my... What
so
day
you don't
was
have to
that?
go back there ever again?
That was my Friday. Friday night I did that after we recorded the show.
Really?
Yeah.
In
No.
the dark.
I never have to go back there again.
Yay!
I couldn't even if I wanted to. He doesn't own it anymore. He gave the keys over and everything. So,
Sweet.
This would be the best time to have those recorders in there. When no one's in there, it's all quiet.
I know that
Are
was
they
my
gone? We can
that was
talk
my
now.
thing too. I'm like,
The ghost's like, are they gone?
Paul's not around.
I was like, I don't know if you're really gonna get anything because I mean I was trying not to walk around too much, but I don't know.
When I listen to it, I'm just gonna be more aggravated with Paul.
You are gonna be very aggravated with
anything.
Paul. You were gonna be very. I was there and I was aggravated with Paul.
Fucking
I
Paul.
wasn't, and I hate Paul.
I
I
vicariously
want to
hate
drown
Paul.
him in that shit that he's getting out of that septic tank.
Yeah.
Put him in there.
Goodness gracious.
Leaching field. We got a leaching field.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at you knowing the terminologies and everything.
Yeah.
Throw them in the leaching field.
Smart. See, that means like guys like,
Uh-huh.
So, what do you got going on?
let's see, what do I got? I
Yeah.
watched that Game Changer show you told me about.
Oh, did you? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was really good.
That's pretty good, huh?
I was like, I had no idea. The things you learn.
What happened on the way here?
Nothing.
Oh.
I thought you said something happened here.
Oh, I remembered something like.
Oh.
I remember the story. All right,
I thought
I'll
something
tell that
happened
story.
on the way here.
All right, so a long time ago, I think it was like late '80s, early '90s.
Galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, this older gentleman, he gets pulled over by the police, and they give him a ticket for speeding. He's like, I wasn't speeding. I had my cruise control set to the speed limit. I wasn't speeding. I got you on radar. You can appeal the ticket, whatever you want to do. I was like, all right, I'm going to appeal it. So he gets his court date, but before he goes to court, he goes to his local mechanic or auto shop and say, test my cruise control, make sure it works.
Yeah.
They test. I don't know how they test the cruise control. I've never done that, but
I know.
they test it and they give him documentation saying his cruise control works, not malfunctioning. Goes to court and judge is like, you were speeding. He's like, nope. I have my cruise control set. I have paperwork here stating that my cruise control works just fine. Okay. Judge looks at the paperwork. He's like, all right, and dismisses the case. I'm like, is that easy?
Queen's the court it is.
Not for me, it wouldn't have been.
No, like, damn.
I would have got not only would I have had to have paid the ticket, but I would have had to pay some sort of inconvenience fee for the judge to look at my paperwork. He'd have been like, "Oh, you're making me look at paperwork? Now you owe me another $100."
I was like, wow.
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna try that next time.
That's
I get
crazy.
pulled over. My cruise control works, sir.
Even if it's not on, my cruise control works.
See
Just
what
so you know.
I watched the Bob Marley One Love movie.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of
Pretty
that?
good. It was not bad. I mean, it was. I think it was either HBO Max or Prime, but so it was free. It was good.
That's
I mean,
probably the best way to watch it if it's free.
good movie.
It's for me.
Exactly.
So I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it because it was good, but it wasn't like great, you know.
How did he die? Bob Marley.
I think it was cancer.
Oh,
I think. I'm not sure.
that is not how I thought that
Sean,
was.
I'm on it.
That is
Sean's
not how
on
I
it.
thought that was gonna go.
Sean's on it. Let's see what else. I got. I found a Netflix series called Unlocked.
Okay.
It's about it's a jail cell in, I think, Pennsylvania. Now, in the jail cell, they're locked up 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
And they get to go out, 1 hour a day. But it's like in spurts, like, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, breakfast, lunch, dinner, So, like, the sheriff decided to do an experiment. He's like, I'm gonna take the guards out, unlock all the doors, and you guys can, do whatever you want, but, like, obviously follow the rules. You try that, he's just gonna do it for 6 weeks. If you guys don't make any mistakes, we'll keep it going.
Keep
There
it
were mistakes,
going.
but, like, you gotta watch it. It's like the older inmates, like, got together and were like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be all organized, when food comes, we'll organize that. We gotta share the phone, share the TV, share the
Jesus.
basketball,
It's a lot
anyone
of
gets out of
sharing.
line, they take him inside a cell with no cameras, and they show him what's up.
Woo!
And they all have like street names. There's like East Side.
Oh gosh.
There's Mayhem, but he spells it Ham, which is spelled wrong. There's Don Don. There's an old guy named Squirrel,
Of course.
and another guy, his name, I shit you not, Sprinkle. His name was Sprinkle.
Why?
Sprinkle,
I don't know,
sprinkle, baby.
that was the street name. It was Sprinkle.
That is not a tough
I
street
know.
name.
Yeah, it's on Netflix called
He might
Unlocked.
he might have just been called My Little Pony. That would be as much
One dude was
fear.
like tiny, but he was like 5'2", so he was tiny.
You
It's
call
really
the-
good though. Yeah.
You call the big guy tiny. and
Netflix
then-
got a lot of good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, damn, Netflix.
Jump on in, Slim.
Come on, Squirrel. What do you got, Sean?
Oh my goodness.
Bob Marley died in 1981, age 36, from melanoma.
Oh,
Cancer.
there you go.
Started under his big toenail in 1977.
Ugh.
First doctor he consulted thought that the lesion on his toe was a soccer injury. After it began to look worse, he consulted another doctor who biopsied the spot and discovered it was melanoma.
Damn.
Jeez. Couldn't
He had like 12 kids.
couldn't they have just removed his foot to stop the cancer?
Well, that's an option.
Well, maybe not in 81.
Yeah. 1 foot.
Oh, bad,
Too soon.
bad,
Oh, not too soon.
bad.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. Monday night they had a celebrity Wheel of Fortune,
Oh, ugh.
and Pat Sajak was there. He
Oh.
came back for like the celebrity thing, and the three celebrities were Chance the Rapper, Dionne Warwick.
That's weird. I
know.
thought of her the other
That's like
day.
a spectrum.
And Jelly Roll.
Little John.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
And they
boy.
had 2 rounds, and like all the money went, towards,
Tell me Little
What
John
a-
won.
What a celebrity lineup.
I know.
Wow.
Like-
What?
What's it called? What's the
The
when you give your money to like donation charity? Went to charity. Sorry, I couldn't remember that. Money went to charity,
dude's like, what do you call that thing? Poor people like.
and like Pat was like yawning at Little John. Hey, Little John, how you doing? And Little John's like, damn, Pat. It's a good show.
What do you call that thing? Poor people are interested in.
I know.
Oh yeah, charity. That's right.
Let's see.
Jesus.
You go to game shows. There's Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's on I think Prime.
Prime?
Yeah, with Colin Jost from.
I don't know who that is.
He's on Saturday Night Live. He does
Okay.
the weekend updates, and he's married to Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
But
good for him.
it's 3 teams of 3 people. So each team has 3 people, and like all the questions are pop culture questions, which is like stuff that we like, Not like potent potables. And,
Why didn't we get a phone call to do
I
this?
know.
We could be making money. We are a charity. We need.
I know.
And we
But some
do
of the
our own
questions
trivia.
are like.
We're practicing.
Yeah.
Trivia Tuesday.
Some of the questions were they had like TikTok questions, and I was like TikTok, like famous people. And I'm like, I don't know. So a lot of stuff I knew, like
Be lost there. Sprinkle.
squirrel, mayhem, but I spell it wrong.
Ham.
How could
It's
you be in prison, have a name named Mayhem, and spell it wrong?
well, maybe if he knew how to spell, he wouldn't be in prison.
True.
That seemed a little. I don't care. It's funny. I started watching a show this week called Discontinued.
Discontinued. Okay.
It's also on Prime.
All right.
Hosted by Bruce Campbell.
Ooh.
Oh, best chin in the business. And what they do is they talk about things that aren't around anymore. So like the first episode is about Furby and BlackBerry, and
Oh, nice.
they talk about Blockbuster and
Circuit City and Radio Shack.
well, I'm only on like the third or fourth episode, so I don't know if those is coming down the pike. But they talked about that thing the kid had in Home Alone, that talk boy thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they apparently
Alone
you
too,
could
right?
you could
Walkman,
really
Talkman.
you could really buy that.
I got a story about him.
So they were talking about that.
Like there it goes.
Great segue.
And the Arch Deluxe by McDonald's.
Arch the burger.
Yeah,
They just brought the
Wasn't it
McRib
like
back.
3 patties or something?
I have no idea.
Sean,
But-
what was the Arch burger?
Sean,
didn't know
Never
that.
had it.
Oh, you never had it? Okay.
well, yeah,
They
because
brought the McRib back.
yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like,
It's got a cult following.
Christine got it. She didn't like it at all.
I've never had one.
I never get that.
The way it sounds, don't bother.
I don't trust McDonald's to cook a proper rib sandwich.
It's not real meat.
You shouldn't
there.
trust them to cook almost anything now.
Yeah.
Nothing tastes the way it used to.
I mean, they can barely handle the hamburger, if I'm honest.
True.
You know how I used to love getting those double cheeseburgers?
You did, yeah.
I can't stand getting them now.
Matter of fact, on the TikTok thing, when we talked about like high school hangout things, I was 100% thinking you were going to say McDonald's. I was like, Sean's going to say he hung out at McDonald's. I know it.
That's more like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh,
More then than a teenager.
Be a great Christmas gift.
remember that
A gift card to Dunkin' for McDonald's.
that one in Quincy that we'd be sitting there watching something, you go, I'm going to go get McDonald's. It's like, okay, I guess we're going to get McDonald's now.
I'm bored. Let's go eat.
He's like, no, want some.
I got
want
a
some
craving.
nuggets. We're gonna go get some nuggets. I'm like, okay.
And the McFlurry. The machine's down.
It's always down.
It's
a conspiracy.
I miss when we used to go get McDonald's before we started the show.
I had dinner because I'm old. I had dinner at like 2:30 today.
Really?
Yeah.
Early bird special.
Ah, yeah. I beat the early bird. Yeah.
We gotta get there.
Well, my thing is that I wanted to go to the market this week, the week coming up.
Yeah.
And the problem is that now my job my hours have increased. And I told Jay, I was like, I better do a fucking dance when I see my paycheck.
'Tis the season to be working.
Yeah. 'Tis the season for overtime. So I'm working tomorrow actually.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. So
Just a couple
wouldn't be
hours.
yeah, just a couple hours. So I told Jay, I was like, I may not feel like going shopping when I get out of work, like Tuesday or Wednesday. I said, how about we go now? Because we were both off today.
Okay.
So we went. And,
Market
oh
basket.
my God,
Yeah.
it was packed.
Really?
And it was the kind of like, it was,
There's a storm coming. We gotta get
yeah,
food.
it was that kind of vibe too. Because everybody was like
I got the bread
ripping,
and milk.
everybody was ripping out of the aisles and almost
It
slamming
snowed
into
the other
you.
day.
and
It's a snow.
it was
bread and milk.
insane.
Really?
I was like, what's happening that
We got
all
a
these,
weekend before Thanksgiving to be.
what's happening that all these people are just going crazy? It was, I saw this video.
Did you?
I did. Like, apparently, Costco is the place to stay away from around Thanksgiving. And I'm going to assume around Christmas, too. People are, like, getting into fights. They were doing, like, Black Friday style fights at Costco before
Damn.
Thanksgiving.
Let them fight. While they fight, you take what they wanted.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Thank
my
you.
month's supply
Get 'em.
of mayonnaise.
Get 'em. Thank you.
You guys fight it out. I'm going to take these General Mills cereal packs. I'm going to have all the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ketchup in bulk. That's mine.
Yeah. So, it was just so many people. And then on the way back, we were on our way back, and I said, let's grab dinner now, so I won't have to deal with it later.
What'd you get?
We just actually I had a pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while.
I think I said Taco Bell or something.
Treat myself.
From where?
Bertucci's. I had about
They were open?
yeah, always they're open. I had about 2 slices, and then I was like, I'm all set.
Damn.
Yeah.
They're open even when no one's working. Remember that?
We're working tomorrow, right?
Where is everybody?
Thanksgiving?
I don't see anybody. Guess I'm supposed to climb the counter and cook it myself.
Fire up the freaking fryer.
Do you work here? I do today. You don't, apparently.
It's make your own pizza day.
Huh?
Hey.
Segue.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
He's coming to Boston for a live Q&A and a live screening of the first Home Alone.
Oh.
So you can watch the home movie with him and then ask him questions about it.
I bet he's so tired of people asking him to go.
I want to know what his parents did for work to afford that house and be able to go to Paris for 15 people.
Yeah.
What did his parents do? Damn.
Exactly. Maybe they save up all year for that one trip.
Don't mess up this trip for me, kid. Oh, sorry. We don't want to ruin your free trip. Cheapskate.
Get out of here, you
That's a
nosy
good
little
movie.
pervert.
First two. There's more after that, but
Yeah.
without him, it sucks.
Yeah.
They did a British version.
I don't know
this
why they
sucks.
continued it.
I have no idea. They thought they could get away with it, and they can't.
Of course, I like the second one better because Tim Curry's in it.
Yes.
He almost acts like He almost acts like Wadsworth.
A little bit. Maybe a little bit meaner.
Yeah.
That child.
Speaking of which,
Segue.
you brought up Home Alone.
I did.
Which is
Good movie.
generally a Christmas movie.
It is.
I thought the other day, I was like, the parents in A Christmas Story
Right.
are sitting there drinking wine while the kids are opening gifts.
Yeah.
That's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Why are you drinking wine that early?
It's 8 to them, but somewhere it's 5 o'clock.
And
Damn kids, I need a drink.
nobody mentions their alcoholism at all.
Nope.
Look what time it is.
It's
Like
like,
the year.
why?
It's supposed to be like 1940.
They need to offer something.
Most wonderful time of the year.
You're drinking
Really?
7 o'clock in the morning.
Some eggnog.
Yeah, I was like, but was that an old-fashioned thing? And I thought, my parents used to drink coffee while we opened presents. They never opened up the wine. That's insane.
Yeah, but was there something in their coffee?
Not that I'm
some Irish coffee.
Irish up this coffee, kid.
Tell the truth, Bob. There was some Baileys in that coffee.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
Let's see here. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Skeleton Crew for Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars has too many shows.
I know it was actually pretty good.
Was it?
I don't know the timeline yet because it's only been like 2 episodes. But Jude Law,
Ugh.
not Macaulay Culkin, Nick Frost, but I think he's the voice of one of the characters,
Oh,
and Jaleel White.
that is a very
Urkel.
that is a very odd
Yeah,
cast.
yeah.
Hey there, big guy.
It's so far so good. I mean,
I'm
like-
thinking,
like these little kids or aliens, like
Yeah.
they find something they shouldn't find, and calamity ensues.
I guess.
But I don't like. I still got to figure out the timeline, where it lies in what we know.
Mm-hmm.
The 6. Well, there's more than 6. 9 now.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
So, yeah. Star
It's too much. I like Star Wars too. They're just oversaturating the whole brand now.
It's probably Kennedy's fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the one that bought it from Lucas, and she screwed the whole thing up.
I mean, the movies were okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's just way too many TV shows. It's like,
And the ones that we want, they haven't come back
yeah.
yet. Boba
I-
Fett and Mandalorian
I haven't even
Mine did.
seen the newest Mandalorian season.
and Obi-Wan.
Mine came back. I binged last 5 episodes last night.
Of what?
Cobra Kai.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was very good.
Were you disappointed at the end? Like,
Yeah.
it needs more?
No, they are doing another season, which I think is coming out. It's the final season,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's coming out in February.
I thought this
Sweet.
season was the last.
I know.
Ah, that's what they said. But
Well, they left it with a cliffhanger, so they had to.
They always lie to
the
me.
producers did a small little video that you can watch. It's like a part 1, part 2, having to do with the show.
Yeah.
And they're saying
Like a
that,
recap?
They're saying that all the loose ends they're going to tie up in this last one.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There's this one Asian kid that's like the head of the Cobra Kai's.
Yeah.
He was like the captain of the team. He could be the next Bruce Lee. He's really impressive.
I didn't like how
Wow.
they do like a CGI Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, that was awesome.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I was like,
How they kind of morphed.
yeah. I was
That
like,
guy that they got to play him as the younger version, they did pretty good finding someone that looked like him.
I don't know.
maybe you should watch it, Tara. Cobra Kai.
This happened on the first like episode 5 or 6.
I have a
whatever it
lot on my viewing plate. I can't handle anything else. I do like when
Yes.
when they actually like
is, actually.
care about closing the storyline out.
Right.
'Cause,
They didn't care. This
Instead of just ending.
Yeah, because we'll leave you with like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Because there's a show I watch on Prime called Good Omens, and it's a good
Omens.
show.
Sounds good.
And it has David Tennant in it. Anybody that knows David Tennant?
Nope.
Well, he
I
was Doctor Who, and he was Kilgrave. I
Kilgrave,
think,
yeah.
in Jessica Jones. He's probably the Doctor Who that everybody loves. Everybody loves his Doctor Who. He's very
He did the voice in one of the Star Wars things.
yeah.
Is he from Whoville?
No, he also voices the Scrooge McDuck in the new DuckTales.
Is it New DuckTales?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Anyway, I got like majorly sidetracked. Oh, you know who else is in it? Michael McKean.
Oh, okay.
Michael
Nice.
McKean. Everybody knows Michael McKean.
That's right.
Mr.
Michael
Green.
McKean. Michael McKean's in it too, and it's a really good show. And they did 2 seasons of it, and they were gonna do a third. And the guy who wrote it, his name is Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
Neil got into some trouble.
Kind of trouble to get into.
Neil got accused of some trouble, and
What was he playing the game? Trouble.
he was playing some kind of game.
Oh, trouble.
He was playing some kind of game, and so it got canceled.
No.
But then Amazon came back out, and they said, you know what? Because there was going to be another season. And he said, you know what? We're going to give you 3 movies of the show, and then that's going to be it. So they're actually giving people a chance to get closure on the show.
That's nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, man.
I like that.
You cannot leave me where you left me. I need to know. Oh, you know who else is in it? John Hamm. Ham. Anyways, I don't know what I have. Oh, here's a quick before we
Wrap it up.
wrap up the video portion.
All right.
Here's a quick moral dilemma.
Moral.
Dilemma.
All right.
If you're in a supermarket and you're in line and you're the next person in line, whose job is it to put the little divider down?
Should be the employee.
You think the
The reg-
employee should do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are they gonna reach?
What do you mean, how are they going to reach?
Like if because from like where they're standing to where like your stuff is, like it's like hard to. I usually do it myself.
I was curious about this, and I got into an online argument about it.
Oh,
Because
on
one-
Reddit.
Yeah, on Reddit. Because a few people said that it's the next person, so it would be you in
Right.
charge of putting the barrier down. And then other people are saying that it should be the person behind you because it's their stuff going on the belt, so they should be the one to do it.
Right.
I was like, I don't
I
know.
don't know how the employees can like.
I mean, if I see somebody, I usually always just kind of plop it down for them.
Yeah.
I usually end up doing it though.
You do it yourself?
Let us know in the comments what you think.
I was thinking if you're close to the front end of it,
Hmm.
then person at the register?
What's
Yeah.
proper etiquette?
This one up to
I don't know.
yours? Okay.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette is.
But then again, these days, when you go to Walmart, you gotta definitely put it down because they they just grab the next thing that's yours. No, that's mine.
Those are my diapers. Sorry. My depends.
Jesus, I don't need that preparation H. That's this tight asshole behind me.
I don't need that colostomy bag.
All right.
What was the silence for colostomy bag? We are back.
Okay.
Yes.
Did we have a winner last week?
We did not have a winner last
What?
week.
Wow.
The movie was Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan. I played the audio from the movie.
And the answer was at the end.
I know.
He even yells "Con."
I know.
Twice.
Well,
Jesus.
no one got it. So
Hey.
this week's is worth 2 gift cards, Dunkin' Donuts. Comment the name of the movie on YouTube. First and correct, you win. Sean, you gonna do yours?
Yep.
All right, you wanna go first or you want me to go first?
You.
All right, I will go first. Are you ready?
Ready,
All right.
Joey.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Those who worship evil's might, beware my power.
What is that, Mighty Mouse?
Come.
Here I come to save the day.
Here I come to save the day.
If you know what movie that is, comment below on YouTube, and you'll win 2 gift cards.
Mighty Mouse.
All right, Sean, you're gonna shake up your cauldron. Pull
How
a
many
name.
people are left in there?
I think 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. I like how the grandfather's there, like blib 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 blib.
And the winner is.
Oh,
Me. No.
nah.
Tina.
Congratulations, Tina.
Oh, Tina.
You win 1 gift card. And if you get the movie quote, you'll get 3.
Go, Tina, go.
Congratulations, Tina, and on the candles. I saw the text.
Oh. Congratulations.
She knows what she did. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Before I send it down the table, you get a fun fact.
Woo!
I know. In the UK, a white Christmas is defined by as one snowflake observed falling in the 24 hours of December 25th, somewhere in the UK. This is done because betting on a white Christmas is a big deal there. So if you've got money on it, you want to have the easiest win condition, which
There it is.
this rule provides.
Wow.
And by the way, a white Christmas is very rare. So if you win, you'll win in quite a jackpot.
All right. Have a great weekend. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle.
Look at everything.